Hello friends, welcome to the Cold War Prepper. My name is Lee, and today we're going to be talking about continuing on with our menu planning. We're going to be focusing on using freeze-dried or dehydrated components. Before we do that, let's review what Dale Carnegie said. Dale Carnegie said that success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. So as we look back at my history of buying things, I started, a long time ago. Started with Rainy Day Foods, then from Rainy Day Foods I moved on to the LDS Provident Living Store. We were very lucky. There are 48 stores in the U.S. We have one here in our county. So I used to get a case a month, and now it's to the point where we don't have any more space, so I only get 2 cans a month. And then I can put my other cans in that case, and I have something that I can store and put together. So like this month, I'll be putting in 2 cans from Nutrient Survival and 2 cans from Thrive Life. But originally what I tried to do was I tried to get from Thrive Life, and I became a distributor with them when they were called Shelf Reliance, and that was back in 2009. Then they changed their name later to Thrive Life. This is the number 2 can. This is a can of cranberries, 2.5 cans. So this is what they call a PC. Most reputable companies will have a smaller can size like this. Emergency Essentials, freeze-dried warehouse. There's so many of them have good number, PC cans. The problem is the number 10 can, this one, is 3 times the contents or 3 times the number of servings at just over twice the price. So this is more economical when you get the larger can. So I've switched over since the lockdown, I've switched over about concerns about getting variety and focused in on getting really what I really want and getting them in the number 10 cans. So this last month, my order was only 2 number 10 cans and a PC. And prices have really gone up. I wish I still had 2009, 2010 prices, but we don't. And so I've kind of shifted how I'm doing my purchasing to match my menu planning. So where do I get my menus from? Well, of course, a lot of great books. We have a lot of hand-me-down recipes that we use: Sunday soup and Sunday stew, American goulash, things like that, chili mac. But there are a couple good channels I go to. Flo Lum is where I go, Flolum. I go to her for Asian food. That's all the way from Korea down to Indonesia. Rachel Cooks with Love is where I go for my Mexican food recipes. Schnell Lecker, Schnell Lecker, is where I go for German recipes. They're really great for one-pot meals, for soups, stews, chowders, casseroles, just great. Cowboy Kent Rollins, best all around you can get. He has a chuck wagon, so he cooks chuck wagon style, which is basically what we will be cooking after SHTF. So I would say of all of them, that's probably the first one you need to go to is Cowboy Kent Rollins. And then another one I really like is a guy, I think he's from either Southeast Texas or Louisiana, and it's Cooking and Grilling with AB, and I'll have his link down below. He does a lot of Cajun style cooking and then grilling as well. So that's where I get my recipes. I write them down on my little 5x8 cards, put them on planning menu, and then I buy the components that I need for that. So I used to get 1 milk, 1 eggs, 1 cheese, 1 meat, 1 vegetable, and 1 fruit with every one of my orders from Thrive Life. I've kind of gone away from getting the vegetables and the fruits, because what I'm doing now is I'm trying to focus that money. Remember, freeze-dried and dehydrated is going to be more expensive than getting it just in a can form from your grocery store. So I'm forsaking the fruits and vegetables now after 20 years of getting them to where I'm using that money on a monthly basis in my budget on getting them out of Walmart or HEB, our local grocery store. That gives me more money for the other things. So what are the things I'm focusing on getting when I do my freeze-dried and dehydrated foods? Number 1 is going to be freeze-dried shortening. Emergency Essentials and a couple other companies have freeze-dried shortening, and that's basically a Crisco can, just add water. It's been freeze-dried equivalent, and remember your cooking oils will go rancid. Now, if I don't use the freeze-dried, the longest storing that I understand is going to be coconut oil, and we've got a couple jars of that. Now, the next one is continuing on with the fats and things that you need to cook with is going to be butter. I used to get my butter exclusively from Thrive Life. Now I'm getting it from Nutrient Survival because it's nutrient enhanced. The next one's going to be meat. I go with wherever I can get the best meat for the cheapest price. And Thrive Life has been there, Emergency Essentials, Saratoga Farms, Mountain House for ground beef. I mean, they're out there. You just have to find them. One of the things about ground beef is anytime you need to put it together to form into a patty, in its freeze-dried form, it's difficult to put it into a patty, like meatloaf or hamburger patties or anything like that. So freeze-dried ground beef, you're just going to use it crumbled as it is. Now, some of the other companies that are really great for meats, this is freeze-dry wholesalers, S at the end, and I've gotten sirloin steaks, pork chops, sliced ham, sliced turkey, a lot of great foods from them. Now, right now for the month of September, they do have a sale going on. I don't get anything from it. You can get 36% off if you put in NO2, the number 2, inflation. So NO number 2 to inflation. No to inflation, you get 36% off. And they have a lot of great freeze-dried meats. New company, at least for me, I ordered my first half dozen from them during July and got them in August. And that's going to be this Shelf to Table company. So from them, this is meatloaf, pre-cooked, which I told you it's difficult to do with freeze-dried crumbled beef. And I also got Sloppy Joe mix and a couple other things from them. So the next one's going to be milk. I did a video a short while back comparing 6 different powdered milks, and I now have a new favorite, and that's going to be Nutrient Survival powdered milk, because it has a whole bunch of nutrients added into the milk, so you can enhance that a little bit and get a better quality care of your body with the Nutrient Survival milk. They also have fantastic shakes, chocolate shake and vanilla shake. So mix those up if you can, get them cold, and great to go. The next one is going to be creams. Thrive Life has sour cream. Hoosier Hill Farms has heavy cream. So I try to get some sort of cream, sour cream or heavy cream every once in a while. Those are going to become essential for things like borscht and others, some of the German foods. And so it just becomes critical that you have that for some of your good cooking. Cheese, I used to get my cheese exclusively from Thrive Life. What I did was I get cheddar cheese 1 month, and there's 12 months. So that means I get 6 cans of cheddar cheese. And then the other 3 months, the other 6 months, I'd get the other 3. So mozzarella, Monterey Jack, and Parmesan. Well, I have a whole bunch of cheddar. I don't have that much of the others, and then they discontinued the others. Now this month only, they've come back with the Parmesan, and it's limited for August and September. So I did order 2 number 10 cans of Parmesan, and so I'm concentrating on getting my cheese from them as well. One thing about meats, Thrive Life has a whole bunch. I showed you, this is chicken slices. They have grilled chicken, they have diced chicken, pulled pork, cubed beef, shredded beef, ground beef, ground turkey, ground sausage. Oh, that's another good one that these guys have, that freeze-dried wholesalers. They have fantastic freeze-dried Italian sausage that's just great. Then one of the ones I only have 14 of these. I want 24. That way I can have shrimp scampi, 1 meal a month for 12 months, and I can have an Asian stir-fry shrimp once a month for 12 months, and that's Thrive Life does have freeze-dried shrimp. So that's kind of where I am as far as what I do for freeze-dried components. And let me finish up with another great quote, and this one's from Friedrich Nietzsche, and he says, "I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that for the rest of my life, I just can't believe you." So remember, we're all in this together, so we can come out the other side together. Take care of each other, be respectful, kind, and polite, because togetherness is the key. This is Leo Cole, War Prepper, wishing you well. Stay safe. Bye-bye.